You can take our land, but you'll never take our chicken. Welcome to Always Be Cooking. Welcome back to Always Be Cooking. Today we're going to be doing G for Great Britain, and we're going to be doing the most Brittany dish in the world. Is Brittany a word? Yeah, sure, whatever, let's go with it. We're going to be doing chicken tikka masala, and you're going to be thinking, wait a minute, that sounds Indian. That doesn't sound like it's from Great Britain. Joke's on you, Google it. It comes from Glasgow. Chicken tikka? Now that is Indian. Putting it in a masala. See, what happened was all these Scottish people were like, the chicken's too dry! And then they were like, well, you know what, I'm gonna make a gravy to keep the Scottish people happy. Scottish people like to eat their meat in stew. And that's part of Great Britain. And so, actually right now, Great Britain made legally the national dish of their country is chicken tikka masala. So that's what we're gonna do. So stay tuned! Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is make a marinade. Now, you're going to want to marinate the chicken at least 2 hours, but it's actually better if you do it overnight. The flavors all get in. It's actually a really simple marinade. What you do is you're going to take about a half to 3/4 cup of yogurt, put it in a bowl. That's your base. Now in here I have ginger and garlic. I got about 3 cloves of garlic and about a 1-inch piece of ginger. Throw that in there. And then for spices, I have about a teaspoon of chili, a teaspoon of turmeric, and a teaspoon of garam masala. Throw that in. Then you just need some salt to taste, about a teaspoon. I've got that pink Himalayan salt, but you can use whatever, sea salt, any kind of salt. So you put that in there, about a teaspoon. Mix it up to get a nice paste going here. I'll show you that. And then what you're gonna do is take a kilo of chicken. We got a kilo of chicken right here. And you're just gonna wanna take it piece by piece and cut it up into chunks around that size, about 1 inch in diameter. So it's not so hard, just chop up your chicken. Repeat till you have the whole thing, a whole kilo chopped up, and then just put it in this marinade. Really mix it around. This marinade's enough for about a kilo of chicken breast, boneless chicken breast. And then we're just gonna set it aside in the fridge overnight. Put these on some skewers and put them in the barbecue. Or, let's start that again. What you're gonna wanna do is get some skewers. Now I have metal barbecue skewers. You can use wooden skewers. You can put these on the barbecue, you can put them in the oven. It don't matter. I'm gonna put it in the barbecue because I like a grilled taste, but you could just as easily use an oven. And we're just gonna put on to different skewers all the pieces of meat that we had marinating for 24 hours. And we're gonna slide that on the grill and cook it. So it looks like our chicken is done, so what we're gonna do is make a Brexit from the grill. Next, take about 2 Spanish onions, about 5 tomatoes, and a knob of ginger, and about 4 or 5 cloves of garlic. Cut it all up and get it ready. Then take a cinnamon stick, couple bay leaves, and your spices, and get them ready. Garam masala, cardamom, turmeric, mystery powder, chili. I forgot what some of these were. Just put in Indian spices. Go into your cupboard, look for Indian spices. Next, what you're gonna do is put some oil in a pan and forget.
A very overpriced pan.
Yes, an overpriced pan. Fiddle with the lighting.
Throw in some sticks and a leaf.
Yep, sticks and leaf, very important. Fiddle with the lightings and forget what you're doing so that everything turns into a fireball on your stove.
Slam that garlic in there like it owes you money.
You wanna throw your ginger and garlic mixture in as hard as you can. Show it who's boss.
It's like Elza.
Bam! Bam! I
don't even know what I was doing there. Just put Indian spices in. You know the drill. Cook it down and then put your spices in. And don't bother washing your hands or anything. Then put in your 5 tomatoes. I know that's 5 tomatoes. So you're gonna want to mix this all around, and then just let it stew.
Is that like the technical term?
I don't know a better word for it. Also, I should have really washed my hands. I was painting while I was doing this.
Yeah, but it looks gross. It's just like hairy. It's like Chewbacca. First person cooking. This is like terrible angle.
Did my best.
Yeah, here's a note about cilantro, right? Cilantro or coriander, however you want to call it, is delicious. But it has these little tender leaves, and it's also got this stalk. Now, a lot of times people just eat the leaves and throw the stalk away, but actually, there's more flavor in the stalk than there is in the leaves, but they're a little bit tougher. So when we're gonna cook in the stew, we're gonna use the stalk, and then we're gonna use the leaves for a garnish after. So, you know, all you do is pretend there's no screaming. All we're gonna do is separate the leaves, and then just dice up the stalk really finely. We're gonna add that into the tikka masala. And we're gonna reserve the leaves for garnish on top.
Bam! Celery stalks. No,
Cilantro.
cilantro.
We just had a 5-minute video on how to do it.
Okay, cilantro. Mix your cilantro in. Look at that. So much flavor. You need to go to Flavor Town. Okay, take all your chicken tikka off the grill and throw it in at this point. It goes on and on, doesn't it?
Yeah, you really like stirred it in slow motion.
I was trying to do it with my left hand. No,
That's your right hand. You don't got any excuses. You're
Okay.
just really bad at stirring. You're gonna get on a cooking show or something. That'd be embarrassing.
I'm bad at knowing which hand is right and left, too.
It's like Great Britain, terrible cooking.
This is just me adding the goop.
What's the goop?
This is a cashew paste.
So, like, are we gonna cut to you making this, or?
I was going to after, but I ate all the cashews.
Okay. So
Just Google it.
Google it. Yeah.
Google it. Cashew paste. Put in about a half a Stormtrooper helmet cup.
I'm
worth.
sure some like other YouTube channel maybe will show you how to do it.
Yeah, go
We're
to a
not
good
gonna do it here.
YouTube channel. Go to a good YouTube channel.
Maybe like Binging with Babish could show you how to do that.
He's a good guy, yeah. Shout out to Binging with Babish.
So we're gonna painfully Chewbacca stir this again.
I like how it's not only fat, hairy, but it's also dirty. You should wash the back of your head when you cook.
It's like, I don't like the back of my head real dirty.
I'm literally trying to do this for a living and I can't be bothered to wash the back of my hand.
And done, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, we're not done.
done.
There's more.
Alright, so just before the chicken tikka is done, at this stage what we're going to want to do is cut up 1 green pepper, 1 onion, and 1 tomato. We're going to put that in right near the very end so it's got some crunch in it, because everything's been stewing, everything's soft. We want something that's got a little bit of a crunch. So how do we cut a green pepper? Let me show you. So first of all, what you want to do is make the top flat, right? So you're going to give it a little chop like this so it sits flat on your cutting board, so it's not going to wobble around and you're not going to cut yourself. After that, you just cut the sides down like this. If you'll notice, what's left is just the seeds, right? And you're left with a very minimal bit of this white stuff in the inside, which is going to give some bitter flavors. So once you got that like that, then we're just going to just chunk it, kind of like this. We want to have about bite-sized pieces. So we're going to cut our tomato and our onion about the same size as well.
So what we're going to do here is we're going to throw in our onions. Wait 2 minutes after we put our onions in.
Why?
Because onions take a little longer to cook, right? So the green pepper cooks a little quicker and the tomatoes cook even quicker still. So we're going to throw in the onions, wait about 2 minutes, throw in the peppers, and then wait another 2 minutes, and then throw in the tomatoes. As soon as those tomatoes go in,
Oh, you got a tomato in there.
yeah, I totally did.
You gonna pull it out?
No, just let it go. Cooking's like jazz. You just gotta
So bad.
just go. No, it's a fluid thing. It just.
I don't want any jazz fluid.
Hey, okay, yeah. So just mix it in there. Let's simmer 2 minutes. I'm gonna throw in some green peppers, tomatoes. I mean,
The color coordinated. I still can't figure it out. Also, I love how low red we are. Our spoon is shattered. There's like a big chunk out of the spoon. We can't even afford full spoons.
Somebody
Like,
sponsor us.
comment, and subscribe so we can get spoons.
Yeah, that's right. If anybody's out there like that sells spoons, what is
What's that? What'd you put in there?
that's cream. That's whipping cream. Again, about a half of a Star Trooper's helmet.
Star Trooper? Stormtrooper.
Stormtrooper.
Star Trooper if we don't want to get sued, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. If George Lucas is listening, that was definitely a Star Trooper. And then you just mix it up and then just basically let it get warm again, then you're done. You can eat that.
So then we just like give it to the kids?
Yeah, we're just going to give it to them and see what they think. Well, these two extras from Mad Max's Fury Road seem to like it. They shoved it in there pretty good. And this little guy here, he doesn't worry about sanitation. I mean, my hands weren't painted, but he's picking his ears and eating. So, yeah, I think it was pretty good. 4 out of 5 rubber duckies.
So we want you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and if you could, share it with the Queen of England if you happen to know her. That would really help our channel if the Queen of England started talking about it, believe it or not. So join us next week when we do, what comes after G? H?
H.
Yeah, it's probably going to be something like Hungary or Hong Kong or something. We haven't really figured it out yet. Join us next week. Surprise!